bit different from when last time the Breeders' Cup was at Keeneland, where you won 4 races with the favorites were second choices, and now you have an $80.
Yeah, we had a good year 2 years ago. That's not going to happen every year. But, listen, we've got we brought a good group. She obviously was the first to come through today. We got one more left, and very proud of the effort she put in today, and hopefully we can get Cyberknife there.
She staying in training, do you know?
She's going through the cell first. I guess ultimately whoever makes the last bid will determine whether she stays in training.
Do you expect a big performance from her today that you got?
Yeah, she's run against the boys a few times and it didn't work out. Just kind of hoping that, maybe she'd get a great trip. She did. She broke on top and didn't get a ton of pressure and was able to finish up. Very proud of her.
How much do you think her value just went up?
A whole lot.
But just kind of take us through her prep for this leading up to the Breeders' Cup, and how you thought, a big price, but that she would be able to pull this off.
Well, she ran really well in the prep here, the Franklin. I say as a prep, to be honest with you. There really wasn't a lot of intent on running in the Breeders' Cup unless she performed really well in the Franklin. We'd see how she bounced out of it. She's been a filly that we've kind of had to watch her weight throughout the year. She's definitely improved and gotten better as, I would say, later in the year. The summertime she may have been a little light. Fall come around, she definitely started putting on more weight. She's always moved great. She's very athletic. She's feisty. She's, likes being a racehorse, but she's doing really well. And obviously, out of the Franklin, there just wasn't a lot of options moving forward. Saw some races in California for like $100,000. Very limited in regards to fillies and mares around one turn here on the grass here in North America this time of year. So I thought, back in 20 days, it's a big ask, but she's doing well. She prepared for the Franklin here at Keeneland, and she obviously just stayed here after Franklin for the Breeders' Cup.
Yeah, so easy to stay here and not have to ship. So what were instructions, if at all, to Tyler, because she broke very sharp?
The instructions were to break and set off of a few. Yeah, absolutely. But, once, maybe some of the speed, Golden Pal wasn't there. I mean, you don't ever take away anything. It comes easy, especially with the racehorse and going 5.5 furlongs. So she broke. I love the post the other day. I thought, well, this will give her an opportunity to set off Golden Pal, maybe a couple others if they want to bounce out of there. But she was just doing well. She popped out of there and was just gone. And she's always been the type of filly that when you watch her races, if she can obviously run from off the pace, but if she gets the lead, she's very tough to reel in. 2 back at Presque Isle, I don't really know what happened. I don't watch a lot of racing from Presque Isle, but evidently speed was not good that night, and it just didn't work out for her because she was training extremely well going into that race. I thought we'd just mark it off, come back into Franklin. It worked out. We found ourselves here 20 days later. Glad we took the shot.
Yeah, and you said she's a fighter when she's on the lead, because did you have it all a little scare when the filly came up the inside of her and then there was a horse on the outside, but knowing that she'd battle?
Yeah. I'm out in the Intercontinental. Just the way she did entertain some challenges down the lane, was able to stay on and finish up. You can just tell she's got a lot of fight and grit about her.
And what's next? I know she's in the sale. We talked to the owners about that. So are you fingers crossed they might keep her?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we'll see how it goes. As to what happens with her, I guess the guy that raises his hand last tomorrow night will be the one to ask as to where she goes from here, or where she goes starting tomorrow evening. But excited about what we were able to accomplish with her here. We had her here stabled at Keeneland last winter. We gave her a break after we bought her, and I think we worked her 4 times on the synthetic here at at Keeneland, and I ran her in a stake at Turfway, and she ran so well. It was on synthetic, but we were just giving her a race. And after that, she was training so well, it gave me the confidence to run her against the boys at Churchill. She was not in the good part of the turf course that day. That was a total throwout. Then we turned our attention toward the Intercontinental, where she won. But I really did feel like she was a Grade 1 filly the way she trained last spring. She's just all business. She's very classy to deal with. She's temperamental, but when she puts her game face on, she brings it, bottom line.
Well, she rewarded you and all the owners today. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Caravel. That was Brad Cox catching us up on Caravel, the winner of the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint.
Can we just get a comment on Cyberknife?
Ran big, very proud of the effort. He was fighting back there at the end once he had gotten past. Congratulations, Godolphin. Obviously, they're a client of mine as well, and they deserve so many Grade 1s. They've put so much into the game, and happy for them. But very, very proud of Cyberknife and his effort. He ran a big race, a winning race, and I know he's going to stand stud next year at Spendthrift, but I'm hopeful maybe we can get another run or two into it. We'll see how it goes ultimately, and that'll be up to the ownership group.
And I do have one more quick question. Did you bet Caravel?
No, I wish I did.
All right, thank you, Brad.